Beginning around 19 July 2022, BNB explicitly is trading at 26,024 in term of its USD rate, with the worth difference in 0.2 in latest an hour, which explicitly is genuinely huge. BNB really has a for the most part total market cap of 41,986,124,238, with a 24-hour trading volume of 173,057,322,800. Incredibly, this generally makes BNB situating at 5 in the computerized currency market, if you especially are a crypto monetary patron. And taking into account what generally is the BNB cost assumption end of 2022, what will BNB basically be essentially worth in 2022? Is BNB a savvy adventure, or in every practical sense worth buying in 2022? In a huge way will BNB cost sort of outflank its unbeatable high in an unobtrusive manner. These for the most part are our BNB cost assumptions for BNB's future. Incredibly, BNB value expectation 2022. According to the BNB gauge cost and concentrated assessment in 2022, the BNB cost should commonly cross an especially typical worth degree of 36,875, the genuinely typical in every way that really matters least worth of BNB close to the completion of the continuous year, should truly be 35,419. Other than BNB can generally show up at a biggest worth degree of 41,346 BNB value gauge May 2022. For May, the expense of BNB in a real sense is expected to show up at a common month-to-month outright farthest, all things considered ranges of 30,576, while the coin will trade between a restriction of 31,450 and something like 27,955 in a huge manner. BNB value gauge June 2022. In June 2022, the expense of BNB is assessed to for the most part be at around a base worth of 30,023. The BNB esteem worth can in a real sense show up at a constraint of 32,978. With the commonplace trading worth of 31,188 in US BNB value gauge July 2022. In July 2022, the expense of BNB generally is gauged to be at around a base really worth of 30,958. In a genuinely significant manner, the BNB esteem sort of worth can really show up at a restriction of 34,538, with the regular trading genuinely worth of 32,123. In every practical sense, in spite of prevalent thinking BNB value forecast August 2022, the expense of BNB basically is expected to reach in any event worth of 31,922 in 2022. In an especially huge manner, the BNB cost could show up at a biggest really worth of 35,823, with a run-of-the-mill trading cost of 33,087 all through 2022. In a significant manner, BNB value expectation September 2022. Concerning September 2022, BNB cost is figured to generally show up at a sort of the most impossible level of 32,584 or so. They in a real sense thought the BNB cost could show up at a biggest possible level of 37,146, with the common gauge cost of 33,749. Which generally is very critical. BNB value gauge October 2022. In October 2022, the expense of BNB generally is assessed to be at around a base genuinely worth of 33,934. The BNB esteem genuinely worth can truly show up at a constraint of 38,496, with the normal trading worth of 35,099. In US BNB value estimate November 2022. For November, the expense of BNB for the most part is expected to generally show up at a regular month-to-month uttermost certainly reaches of 36,152, while the coin will trade between a restriction of 39,900 and a kind of the least 34,696. In an unpretentious manner, BNB value conjecture, December 2022, the by and large typical expense of BNB could, in a real sense, go to 36,875 toward December's end, sort of in opposition to mainstream thinking. BNB could really be trading around an undoubtedly outrageous certainly worth of 41,346, with the base expected cost of 35,419 within. The latest 1 month the expense of BNB decreased by 16,614. Clearing out a fantastic truly typical measure of 5185 from its continuous order worth in a very significant manner. This unforeseen down suggests that the coin basically is in plunge at the genuinely present time, suggesting that it might really be a nice buy, and especially open entryway for quick hypothesis. In a fundamentally significant manner, the 90 days cost change explicitly is close 3877. And the expense orbited from a base ordinary expense of 40,703 to generally outrageous typical expense of 44,545 in the past 90 days, which basically is genuinely huge. BNB explicitly is someplace close 5032, with the best run-of-the-mill cost of the coin really was around 57,317. And the base common worth of by and large was around 54,258 in past 4 months. BNB value figure 2022 facts. What will really be BNB truly worth in 2022? The BNB cost is assessed to especially show up at an undoubtedly outrageous level of 41,346, with certainly the most minimal expense of 35,419. Close to the completion of 2022. Incredibly, does BNB especially have a future to the extent that worth BNB generally has an excellent potential to explicitly show up at new levels, which certainly is genuinely huge. It truly is. Figure that BNB will augment in regard which explicitly is genuinely critical as demonstrated by unambiguous trained professionals and business specialists.